everyone, this is Ivan from Networth SG. Now in this video, I'll be sharing with you some ways that you can actually save more money effortlessly. Okay? The first way to save more money effortlessly is through some budgeting life hacks. How do you do that? Okay, so one way is to round down your monthly take-home income to the nearest 100. So let me give you an example. Suppose you earn $4,567 every month, right? You do not budget based on that full amount, but rather trick yourself into budgeting as though you only have $4,500. That way, you are maximizing the full $4,500, but unknowingly saving that $67 every month. So on top of rounding down your income to the nearest 100, the next thing you can do, right, is that after you break down your budgeting into your various categories, in each of those categories, round up the amount to the nearest 10. So in a sense, you're inflating your expenses. Let me give you an example. Suppose your mobile bill or telco bill is about $56 a month, plus minus, okay? Do not allocate just $56 exactly, but rather allocate $60. You see what I did? I just round up the $60 to paying for telco bills. That way, you are saving extra $4 every single month. So that was life hack number 2. Now moving on to the third budgeting life hack. This will be particularly useful for those who have the tendency to overspend when they get their salary and you're just waiting for the next payday to come. Trust me, this will be very useful to you, and it's very simple. So all you need to do is to log into your internet banking and schedule and give yourself a weekly allowance of a fixed amount every single week, maybe on a Sunday, for example. You are not allowed to withdraw in advance. You are not allowed to withdraw more than the amount you decided, because the whole point is to control your spending. Now, when you do that, you are ensuring to yourself that you would have enough to spend every single week, and there will be no risk of overspending anymore. Now, one thing to take note of, right, is that this weekly allowance should be transferred to a separate bank account for your discretionary spending. It should not be the same bank account as the one where your salary is being credited into, as the one where your fixed expenses are being paid, or the one that your savings are being kept. It should be kept separate. Now moving on to the second category to help you save more money effortlessly, and that will be in the area of your day-to-day spending. Okay, so first life hack will be to use more cash, but the thing is, pay using the dollar notes, do not use the coins. Right? Pay using the dollar notes, and then you'll get a change in returns, right, in the form of coins, right? So deposit the coins, put inside the coin jar, and then just encourage yourself by when you look at the coin jar gradually being filled more and more and more to all the way to the brim. Okay? So psychologically, you are seeing yourself save more money. You'll be more motivated to save more money because you want to fill that coin jar, right? So day-to-day spending, life hack number 2. When it comes to your online spending, online purchases, especially those that are denominated in a foreign currency, it helps to pay for those purchases using a multi-currency bank account or a multi-currency prepaid card. That way, you are doing the currency conversion yourselves instead of letting the credit card companies or the bank companies do the currency conversion later on. This is just a very simple way of saving a little bit of money when it comes to the currency conversion fees. Now, another area to help you save more money effortlessly will be in the area of bill payments. Okay, the objective is that we want to cut down and want to eliminate any late payment fees or admin fees that you need to pay in extra because you pay the bills late. So firstly, you gyro the payments as much as you can. Okay, automate those payments so that there's less things to be on top of, less things to manage. But for certain types of bills, which you prefer not to gyro, maybe for example credit card bills where you want to go through the statements line by line before you make the payments, right? Schedule the payments on the first day of each month. You log into your internet banking, you can do that, right? So that way, because you're paying the bills on the first day of each month, there is no way you will ever be late when it comes to your bill payments. Okay, so we've covered 2 categories on how to save more money effortlessly. Let's move on to the third category, which is in the area of managing your credits. How many credit cards do you have in your wallet right now? How many should you have? How many do you need? So the idea is to limit the number of credit cards that you have so that it's easier to manage it, so that it's easier to keep track of it. Because we want to reduce the likelihood of making late payment fees, and also at the same time, because you're consolidating your spending to just these few credit cards, it is actually easier when you make the calls to the banks to apply for a credit card annual fee waiver. Now, don't you think that this is a better way compared to, say, if you have a few credit cards that you rarely use, so you got to keep track of all the balances in each of those credit cards, and at the same time, you got to make calls to the various banks just to apply for waiver for those balances. The next suggestion I'd like to make is for you to use a cashback credit card. Now, this is just a personal preference. I like to keep things simple because by using a cashback credit card, I know that the following month, I can expect a certain percentage of my spending to be credited back into my credit card statement. That way, I have lesser amount to pay, and reducing expenses means that I save more money as a result. I am also not limited to being able to enjoy the benefits of the credit card in only a few defined categories as well. But of course, this is just a personal preference because sometimes it might be more worthwhile to use a certain credit card to pay for your petrols or another credit card for your grocery shopping as well. So it really depends on the situation. And one more life hack I'd like to share with you will be particularly useful for those who currently have an outstanding amount in your credit cards or in your credit accounts. So that suggestion would be to consolidate all these balances into one main account, something that you can easily monitor, something that you can easily keep track of, and chances are you might also be able to negotiate a lower loan interest rate to pay as compared to spreading the balances across multiple cards and multiple accounts. So that is one area which I hope can be useful to you. So I've covered three main areas where you can save more money effortlessly. The first area will be in your budget. Second area will be in your day-to-day spending. The third area will be the way that you manage your credit. So I joined the financial services industry back in 2013, and since then I've had the wonderful opportunity to conduct financial literacy courses to the public, to students, to employees, and just recently I've had the opportunity to train representatives of a particular financial advisory firm on how to give proper ethical financial advice and what is the correct way to do financial planning. I'm a member of FIPAS, the Financial Planning Association of Singapore. I'm also an Associate Wealth Planner today, as well as an Associate Estate Planning Practitioner. So I hope you find this video useful. Please remember to follow my channel, to like this video, and share it with all of your entire network. Okay? So I'm also looking for people who are very serious about wanting to improve your cash flow, to have more money in the bank. You want to have more liquidity. So if you are the person that I'm describing, please reach out to me via my email, my WhatsApp, or message me via the various social channels so that we can discuss on the various ways that you can grow your wealth at a better way. So to end off, I'd like to share with you a quote by Margot Vader, who wrote a book called Checkmate for Graduates and Young Adults. She said this: "Small amounts saved daily can add up to huge investments in the end." I see you in the next video. Bye-bye.